Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our FusionFall retro playthrough. My name is Prizzy, and in the last part we did the rest of the new missions that we could actually do at this level in the new Ben 10 update, and I'm kind of here on a little bit of piece of that, the Kevin Carr from the amphibian mission lines. We also did Spider Monkeys. There are still more missions left that are new in the update, the Echo ones. However, we're not level 34, so we can't do those yet. So we're going to obviously do those when we actually get to level 34. This part might be quite long. I'm just going to say that one out front. I don't know if that's going to be true or not, but we're going to be doing a lot of missions today. Every single level 31 mission I think we're going to be able to do today, which is a lot. We got a lot of things to do. We're here in nowhere because of our guide mission with Courage as well. And we're going to be going to Huntor's Crest, and we're going to be doing a bunch of missions for our good old pal, Demongo. So, first things first, I would like to say a big shout out to our nano suggestions today. Thank you, a random cosplayer, Chaos Shadow, and Iron Fist. You guys suggested the other KND squad, which was number 3, number 4, and number 5. So, really like that idea. Obviously, I don't want to just use the 3 other operatives and not use these guys, so that's what we're going to be going with. But let's start out our part today by doing Courage's new guide mission, Root of Evil. I just picked up a problem on my sacked scanner. The dark tree is spreading, fuses infection through its roots, and it's going to infect the magic tree. Alright, so we have to go talk to the magic tree. Tree. You know what I mean. Anyway, let's go fly over to Mount Blackhead and go talk to this magic tree. So for level 31, which we currently are, we have to get enough fusion matter to get to our Ed Nano mission. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get to that today, but we are going to be doing plenty of missions, so I do think we're going to be able to at least level, especially because we got a nice little head start with all of the alien missions that we were doing in terms of the amphibian and the spider monkey missions, because look at that, we're already pretty much halfway to level 32, and we haven't even done any of the missions for this level yet. So I feel like we should be able to be in a good spot to get our Ed Nano, at least for this part. I'm not sure if we'll be able to actually do the mission. I might save that for first thing next time, but we're definitely going to be at least getting close to that. So most of the missions, I'm pretty sure every single mission, except for maybe like one that is in the fire pits, involve Huntor's Crest. And Huntor's Crest is a relatively small area. Not small in the fact that it's like a physically small area, like, because it's the same size as every other area in the game. Like, all of these areas are the same size. They're all the same square length. But Huntor's Crest feels a lot smaller just because of the way it's set up. And a lot of the missions kind of have you doing, at least from what I remember, they have you doing around the same thing. You gotta defeat a bunch of skull bashers, basically. So we'll be able to get around to that. Also, we have our flying brain steal. I forgot about that. But Mount Blackhead is popping today. Look at all these people getting items, trading. Here's the magic tree. Let's talk to him. Ugh, I don't feel so good. Something's attacking my root. It's coming from the Darklands. Blah. Stupid alien invasion. Well, yeah, so now we have to go and go to the Hunter's Crest, save the magic tree, whine. Yeah, so we're going to have to go and do that also as well. But first, before we actually do that, let's go stop by our good old pal Babo Ganoush and do a nano enhancement quest, because we have that option now. Completing the project part 3. This would be technically the last nano enhancement mission that we ever have to do, but we have added more in the last update, so it really isn't completing the project now, is it? I've got one more for you. We got to find some scary guy called Demongo. The eggplants are working on improving the Demongo nano. Okay, so now we can do that. We have to go talk to Demongo. We're gonna go talk to Demongo a couple more times, for sure. And let's get that started. But also, we can teleport on over to the Forsaken Valley, and we have more missions to get even, because we have these two, Jack and Tetrax, both have missions for us as well. We kind of saw this last part when we turned in a mission to Tetrax, but Fusion Assembly Line Part 1. My research indicates that Fuse is not simply trying to strengthen his weaker minions, he's trying to mass-produce fusions. We can't let this continue. That's true, we can't let that continue. And we also have Jack, Control Center Assault. Now these missions are fan favorites, and for a great reason. These are some of my favorite missions in the game, the Control Center Assault ones. They are a bit weird, just in terms of how they were actually implemented versus how they were supposed to be implemented, and we'll talk all about those as we do them. But this is the first part of Control Center Assault Fuse communicates with his armies through 4 fusion control centers located in the Darklands. You are going to lead the assault. This is our chance. So yeah, that is a little big thing. And now the only thing we really have left to do is we have to fly on over to Hunter's Crest. But we've been there already, so it's no big deal. We can kind of just take the monkey. But we got to go to Hunter's Crest and defeat Skullbashers that are spreading the tree's infection. We also have to go and find a creature called Damongo, of course. This kind of gives you a brief bio of who Damongo is if you haven't seen his one Samurai Jack episode. This one says, Fuse is limited to the number of fusions he can make at one time, but this enhanced fusion matter may allow him to produce fusions on an assembly line right here on our planet. Instead of a few evil copies of us, he'll have an army. We must foil this plot or we're all doomed. The Skullbashers and Hunter's Crest are building parts of these assembly lines. So we have to go defeat more Skullbashers, and then this one's really, really amazing. So using the fusion uplink that we found earlier, Tetrix has intentionally leaked our plans to Fuse. We're going to hit him with a combination of superheroic science and sorcery, but he doesn't know what our secret weapon is. First, you must go to Hunter's Crest. That is true. We must go to Hunter's Crest. Oh, man. The control center results are really, really cool. Just because a weird enigma, not really an enigma, a weird phenomena with a lot of the later missions is that there's a lot of character interactivity compared to some of the earlier missions. Like, a lot of the early missions, it's, I guess I'll just use number 2 as an example. Number 2 gives you a mission. Number 2 talks to you the whole time. Maybe you turn in the quest to, like, someone else, but, like, for most part, it's just number 2 talking to you over and over again. But with a lot of the later Darklands missions, a lot of NPCs kind of chime in during your thing. You get to talk to a lot of NPCs throughout the game. It's really, really cool, and something that I kind of wish was continued throughout most of the game. Like, I think the missions would have been a lot more fun and like, interesting to read if something like that happened, because it really is, like, super cool. So I guess first things first, while we're here, we might as well go turn in this quest to Damongo. You've reached Hunter's Crest. Scary. Damongo has a bunch of missions for us to do as well, but we can't do really any of them right now because our mission journal, I think, is full. We have one more spot, but we're going to kind of save all Damongo's missions for the same time. So let's ask him for completing the project. Your soul could be mine, but you are not my target today. Take this skull. It once belonged to a great warrior. I will allow you to escape for now. So as you know, Damongo has a bunch of missions for us to do this part, and we're going to be doing all of them. At least as far as I know. So first things first, let us defeat some Skullbashers. We have to defeat 9, and then we have to defeat 11. Skullbashers can just be found right here. They're just chillers. I might need some backup here. My sword will be able to attack most of them. They kind of travel in groups a lot. There are a lot of them, though. There are a huge number of Skullbashers, kind of. They're one of the most common enemies. Or I think they are, for sure, the most common enemy in Hunter's Crest. And for good reason, too, because I think a lot of missions kind of have you fight them. So that's good if you're kind of going with a bunch of other people. Those guys are a trio. I don't have the health for that. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter if I don't have the health for that, because we're just going to fight them anyway. We got the number 3 nano to revive, so we're super like fine. But look at how many Skullbashers there are. There are a lot, and they've taken over this whole kind of camp area. And there's a lot of bosses too. I believe they're called Skullbasher Kings or something. I guess I can check in a second because I'm pretty sure we have to fight them for one of these missions. King Basher, that's what they are. Okay, there's some sacked agents kind of chilling around here. They guys like to use eruption attacks too a lot, so keep that one in mind as well. Well done. That slowed them down. Okay, so we took out the 9 that we needed to. Now we have to defeat, I think, 1 more for our courage mission, Root of Evil. I want to try to find one that's kind of by itself. I don't want to really fight like a trio. There's one over there that I might be able to reasonably go kill by its lonesome. Especially these guys are all attacking that poor sap. Poor guy. Got him. Oh, good. Please go check on the magic tree and see how he's doing. Okay, well, we'll be doing that in a bit because we got some other things to do first. So let's go take on this fusion control center because that's what we got to do right now. So there's a pit of fusion flies over here. The control center, as far as I know, is kind of up on the hill past these guys. So it's a bit out of the way, a bit hidden. But really, it stands no chance for us because we're about to go and take it down. Yes, this is the one that's kind of up there. Hopefully we don't get kind of ambushed. I don't really want to. I'm kind of just trying to scoot past you guys with no ifs, ands, or buts, or quarrels, or anything like that. Anything of the sort. I guess we might have to fight at least like one of these guys. There's the big guy, the big boss FusionFall guy. That was a rhyme. I didn't mean to rhyme that, but it rhymed. FusionFall guy. Fusion flies also, I think, give out the most fusion matter out of any enemy. So if you are ever grinding for fusion matter, fusion flies are your thing. Because I'm pretty sure they give out 174 fusion matter, which is a lot. The entrance of the fusion control center is here. Blossom, do you read me? Uh-oh. Blossom, do you read me? What does that mean?
Are you there?
I hear you loud and clear, Jack. I'm on my way. Yes. So we get to go fight this with Blossom. Or we technically do. And I'll talk about that a little bit. So Blossom is here. Hello, Blossom.
Hey,
She doesn't say anything. She's here, though.
Are you there?
Fusion Jack is here. Let's take him down. So I imagine that originally you were supposed to probably join a group with Blossom and kind of escort her through this, and then also take out Jack at the very end. But it doesn't necessarily work like that, and neither do very many of the other Fusion Control Center missions. The NPCs are always here. They're always here and chilling. However, they don't really come and fight with you, which is a bummer, don't get me wrong, but it's still really cool that they're just like there and they offer dialogue that isn't just Jack being like, go, take the fusion down, good luck. But there's actually like a little bit of like Blossom is technically here to help if you use your imagination. Here's Fusion Jack. We gotta fight Fusion Jack. Our first time facing off against Fusion Jack. A very worthy adversary. He is. Is he gonna try to attack me? I don't want to make the first move against a samurai warrior, but I guess I will. Eat foot. We're gonna drain him down a little bit as well. He has some really cool animations. His sword's a bit weird. Sword's not necessarily attached to his hand at all times, but he does some jumping spin attacks in true Samurai Jack fashion. Got him. Excellent. With each successful strike, Fuse grows even weaker. And he does. That he does. Alright, so now we have finished that. Now we have to return to Mr. Samurai Jack. I guess we really could go do that. We do have an open slot. We did it! Great job! Let's blow this popsicle stand. Blossom, we did not do anything. I took down Fusion Jack by myself. I am not really concerned that these guys are attacking me, because even if I die, I'll respawn closer to where I need to be. Alright, so I guess now we'll make a little bit of a detour, and instead of doing Demongo's quest, since we're already here, let's go turn in all the things that we have done, because, you know, why not? We should. It's clogging up our inventory. Demongo has 3 mission lines. We only have 1 open slot. It makes a lot of sense for us to kind of go back and turn everything in, at least to what we were doing. Especially because we might even get closer to our Ed Nano mission than that way.
Where are you going?
Let's fly back to Forsaken Valley. So Fusion Jack is defeated and the Fusion Control Center is going dark. Make your escape and return to me. So that was really cool. I really liked the Fusion Control Center missions, don't get me wrong. Like, again, I wish Blossom would have, like, grouped up with you and fought with you, but, like, it's fine. Like, even though she doesn't, I think it's still fine. Like, it's still, I think, just, like, the act of her having dialogue in the mission, even though she is a level 5 NPC that you, like, talked to way back in the beginning of the game. It's really cool how they kind of brought her back for that as well. And a lot of missions in the Darklands kind of do that as well. The rest of the Fusion Control Center missions obviously do. The final quest line, Fuse No More, does as well. The cheese missions that we'll get to in, I imagine, one more level. I think cheese is level 32, so one more level. We'll get to do the Heroes Hollow missions. Those have a lot of characters that kind of make some dialogue and come back, like the Foster's Gang and such like that. And I just think it's cool. And of course the Echo missions and such do as well. But that's because we added them, so we already know that those are good things to have to missions. So we kind of made missions that kind of adhere to that. But it's really cool. But now we have a couple other things to take. I imagine we have to go talk to the Magic Tree and then back to Courage. We get a cool little sacked helmet. I'm not sure how crazy cool. I feel like our Cocoa Palm headpiece will be cooler, but we can always check out, see what that looks like. We got to give this back, and we have to give this back as well. And then we'll be on our merry way. Demongo has... I know he's 3 mission lines, but I'm trying to remember how many parts there are. I know All the World's a Stage is 3. Infernal Racket's 2. And I don't know how many more parts of demonic business he can give out. I think it's maybe one more. But Samurai Jack! That went perfectly. Fuse does not suspect our real plan. You are now going to lead the assault of the next Fusion Control Center. Well, we're not going to right now. Well done. Fusion Jack was one of Fuse's most powerful underlings. With his defeat, we can turn our sights to the next Fusion Control Center. Which is true. I believe we get to take on the next Fusion Control Center in another level or two. They're kind of spaced out in the Darklands, which I really enjoy as well. Let's turn in Fusion Assembly Line Part 1. Your interference has slowed Fuse down. I'll let you know when I find the next monsters working on the assembly line. Good work. If Fuse succeeds in mass-producing fusions, we are in deep trouble. But I know we can work together. We can put an end to his plans. That's also true. Alright, now, let's head on over to Blackhead. Talk to our good old friend the Magic Tree and see what's up. Also, we also have to, I completely forgot, we have to go turn in our skull to Mr. Bob O. Ganoush. Because he also requires that. You know, we were such a nice guy. We've given him so many different nano enhancement things. Demongo is a pretty unusual creature. I don't think I want to mess with him. Thanks for getting that skull. Glad you got a skull from Demongo. You're pretty brave, kid. Well, that's it. Great work. Great work. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And look at that. We're getting closer and closer. Let's go talk to the Magic Tree and see what he says. Yes, I feel a bit better, but something alien is still flowing into my roots. It itches. Well, that wouldn't be very good if it itches. And we can go back to Courage as well, because we're already here, so why not? Courage says, okay, come see me. I found something for you. He found me a nice little sacked headpiece, apparently. But yeah, the Dark Tree and the Magic Tree are kind of another little back and forth plot line that we'll probably get into a bit more when we actually get to be able to go to the Dark Tree, which I believe that's level 32 and Heroes Hell is level 33. So the Dark Tree is a very interesting concept in the game. It's kind of like the opposite, essentially, of the Magic Tree, and it's like a fusion infested version, like a fusion Magic Tree almost, if that was possible. Magic Tree feels a little bit better, but you still have to help him. Come back and see me. I have something for you. Yeah, that's also kind of a little bit of a detour that we take in the Edda Guide missions. We kind of do a little bit of extra fun with the Magic Tree, which makes sense because the Magic Tree is from Courage the Cowardly Dog. I apologize for that weird cut. My PC decided that was the perfect time to update Windows while I was playing and recording. So, I apologize that I kind of cut while I was on the monkey. But here I am, back, nowhere, nothing changed. Let's talk to Courage and see what happened. Root of Evil. Thanks for helping the Magic Tree, but the infection is still spreading. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? The Magic Tree is still feeling sick. We need to do something here. Take the sacked helmet and find these things all over nowhere. Well, we got a new sacked helmet. Ultra rare kind of guide item. Let's see what it looks like. Wow, that does not look very good. I much prefer my Coco headdress and my spanner. Anyway, now we got to go back to Demongo. I guess I'll cut because I was going to go back and use the whoosh and everything. Well, I guess I will do that, but like off camera. So I'll be right back as I head back to Hunter's Crest with Demongo. Alright, we are now back in Hunter's Crest, and now we can do all of the missions that Demongo has for us, which are quite a bit. So we have Demonic Business Part 3. As expected, a frenzy has just gripped the fusion flies here in Hunter's Crest. You need to ask me what to do? Fight them, of course. So, yep. Another arsenal master weapon thing for us to grab, and we also have an infernal racket. Demongo cannot concentrate with that infernal racket. Do these skull bashers not need sleep? They do nothing but ram into each other all day and night. Find a King Basher and show it that Demongo is not to be trifled with. And we also have all the worlds a stage. Demongo is weakened but not defeated. Fusion Demongo will return Demongo the souls that power his infernal heart. Until then, I must show no weakness. Demongo has the spirits of 1,000 warriors within him. That's true. He does. So let's start off with Demonic Business, because it's probably the easiest, I would say, right? Oh, no, because we have to do both of those at once. Let's start with Infernal Racket, because we're right here. Here's to go fight a King Basher. I'm not going to fight that King Basher. I'm going to fight one of the ones that are kind of on its own, like that guy right there. Seems like the King Basher for me, unless I get attacked by... Where am I getting attacked from? Oh my gosh, there's so many. I tried to pull number 3 out, but it didn't work. Huh. Okay, let's try that one more time. I kind of got ambushed a little bit by like 14,000 King Bashers at once. Let's just attack. Well, let's get this guy out of the way, right? We want to get him out of the way, so he doesn't mess up our thing. And now, these guys seem to be wanting to fight all the King Bashers. I'll fight the one that's kind of by itself, if you don't mind me. I feel like that's probably the call. Good, now return to me that I may finally hatch my plots in peace. Yeah, so apparently all these guys do are kind of just football run at each other all day. It's kind of funny. Alright, Demongo. I have killed the King Basher. Arrgh! Is it possible these beasts are even more loud than they were before? It seems like the loss of their dominant leader makes them even more combative. This is not over. Demongo will have his revenge and his rest. Demongo cannot bear this cacophony any longer. The battles between the Skull Bashers have increased tenfold. They must be stopped. Defeat 8 of the Skull Bashers and see if that deters their battle. Let's figure it out. Go defeat 8 Skull Bashers. That might be a little bit of a challenge, though. Skull Bashers all over the place. I guess if we can get the single ones out of the way, that really isn't that big of a deal. Alright, nice. So we got those 3 down. And I thought I was going to have to revive with number 3, but I guess I did not have to. I will have to wait for my health to regenerate, though. Actually, no, I don't. I have a leech. We're fine. We can take this guy out in 3 hits. And this guy out in more than 3. It's probably like closer to 6, 7. These guys really want to try to take out the big guys. I don't know how well it's working out for them. Also, some of the environment here is really, really beautiful. I guess I've never really noticed before. Let's take out all 3 of these guys at once, as we should. Oops, I did not mean to open the menu there. Okay, perfect. Oh, I probably shouldn't have revived in its place. I probably should have just revived back at the thing. Still, they plague me with their incessant ramming. Demongo will have to try different tactics. Be sure to ask if they come in multiple colors. Demongo prefers blue. What are we asking him to grid us? Demongo has seen Agent Powers wearing his official sacked issue earmuffs. You will go to him and procure a pair for your patron. So Demongo has stooped to getting some earmuffs, which is really funny. And he wants them to come in blue. Some of Demongo's mission dialogues are really funny. Demongo is a funny character as well, so I really do appreciate that. I'm sure we could scrounge up a pair. Who'd you say they were for? Tell them we're sorry that they don't come in blue. They don't come in blue. Oh no. How is Demongo gonna survive?
Let me guess.
Those earmuffs are not befitting of a being of Demongo's stature, but he shall use them nonetheless. You live yet one more day, mortal. Enjoy the reprieve. Begone, mortal. I have work to do this day. Oh well. He's got work to do. Anyway, so we have to go defeat Fusion Flies. We have to collect 2 Fusion Fly wings. Fusion Demongo will pay for his treachery. Demongo does not sleep. He does not waver. He bides his time and waits. Until then, Demongo must keep up appearances. Find Demongo 2 Fusion Fly wings so that he might fly until he recovers his stolen essence. Then we have to defeat 9 Fusion Flies because they're in a frenzy. So, the story with this is that Fusion Demongo has kind of robbed Demongo of his soul-stealing power. And now Demongo is much weaker than he currently once was. So now, in order to pretend that he is at max power, which he very much isn't, but in order to pretend that he is, he wants us to go get him a couple of things that make it look like he is kind of, that make it kind of look like he's still kind of doing well. So we have to go get some Fusion Fly wings, because he can't fly anymore. Maybe the Fusion Fly wings will help him at least be able to fly. This is also a very funny, cute little mission line. That is kind of serious, of course, but, you know, you shouldn't be taking it too seriously because it is Demongo. These guys do not want to drop their flies. They have like 4 to 6 of them to choose from. Like, they could at least drop one of them for little old me, don't you think? There we go, we got 1. 1. That's certainly not enough, I don't think. Let's take him out and see. I'm going to keep my eye on my health just in case I have to revive. I think I probably will. Yeah, that's okay. I get a free heal. Oh, I thought that would have been so cool and efficient if I could have gotten one off those guys. These guys also being blast zones doesn't help because we don't have an adaptive nano in our lineup. But number 5 and number 4 actually should, like, honestly just be fine enough. There we go. Return to Demongo at once. He has further tasks for you. Well, that's great and all, Demongo. We still have 3 more Fusion Flies to take out for this other mission that you gave us. we go. Our leech heal is actually going to be super useful for this as well. We got 2 more. Can we take this guy out without dying? I don't. This might be close. No, we're not going to be able to. Free heal, though. I'll take the free heal. Number 3 is putting in a lot of work. And then this should be our last guy right here as well. We should be totally fine. Totally spies. Uh-oh. A big ol' stun. Not gonna help. Ah! A broad-bladed sword. Bring it to me. So the next weapon that we got in our master arsenal is a broad-bladed sword. We're gonna be able to give that one back to Demongo. Allow us to turn these quests in and see what else he wants us to do. Demonic business. You have added yet another weapon to the Master Weapons arsenal. Tell me, have I yet solved the riddle of the monster's frenzy? I have indeed. Good, if you were paying attention, you learned that ancient spirits are causing the monsters to frenzy. But why? And from where do they emerge? I'm sure you'd like to know. Well, Demongo's not talking, so... These wings will do for now, mortal. Demongo will not absorb your essence this day. So now most of Demongo's quests are really just him threatening us to, threatening us that he will kill us. But, you know, he doesn't. Do not go far, mortal. Demongo has further bidding for you to do. I'm sure he does. Demongo must continue with this petty charade of his enemy, or his enemies might choose to seize this opportunity to make war upon him. Demongo must have his essences. We also just got Royal Advisor. Our level 32 Ed Nano mission. So we have to go to talk to Hugo Bogo. Because... How is Demongo to give the impression that his demonic heart burns with flames of 1,000 warrior souls? Demongo smells smoke coming from the valley beyond. Follow that trail and bring back the vessel that carries the flames. Okay, what vessel would that be? Hugo Bobo. Yeah, you guys can borrow our hibachi, but you gotta help us out with something first, right? I love that. A lot of the Demongo missions, again, really funny stuff. I don't know about his dialogue. I think Demongo's dialogue's a bit weird. Because in the show, I don't think he... Does he talk in third person? I don't remember if he does. I'm pretty sure he says I, like, a lot. Like, he doesn't say Demongo, he says I. And he says it weird. He says, I? Kind of with, like, that inflection. So I'm not 100% sure about that one. But woolly behemoths can be found up here. They're also really cool enemies. Like, look at these guys. Look at how cool these guys are. Yeah, I guess I have to go back and rewatch his episode. Because it's been a minute again since I've seen it. But, like, I don't think he says... I'm sure he probably talks in third person a couple of times, but, like, I don't think that's how he mainly talks, because I remember, like, the main part of Demongo's dialogue, or at least, like, the notes that I took about how to talk like Demongo is you have to say, I, like that. He's very, like, slow and cryptic when he talks. But maybe I'm remembering it wrong, because, again, it has been a while since I've seen that episode of Samurai Jack. It's a very good episode, the Demongo one. Probably one of the better ones. I wouldn't say it's one of the best, right? Because Jack jumped good, and Jack Remembers the Past are definitely one of the best of those. But I think Jack versus Demongo the Soul Collector is also pretty good. Definitely deserves its spot when people mention their favorite Samurai Jack episodes, in my opinion. Alright, we got 3 more of these guys to take out as well. But I also think that's really funny how Demongo is like, I need eternal flame or whatever. He needs his flame powers back, and he can smell smoke. So obviously, you know, if he smells smoke, that means there's gonna be some kind of fire apparatus nearby. So he wants you to go find it, and then that monkey man is like, yeah, you can have our hibachi grill if you want. I was cooking up some dinner. But of course, we gotta defeat some woolly behemoths first, because you know. You can grab the hibachi. It's near our camp. Try not to burn yourself. I hope you like grilled bananas. Is it, like, actually in his camp? It is. So we can go grab that as well. And honestly, I think we should be able to do our Ed Nano missions. I think that would definitely be doable as well, this part. Because we're honestly not even that... Like, we're not even that... Like, when I say long episode, normally I'm thinking, like, hour. But we're not even close. We're, like, halfway there. And we're almost done with all the missions I was planning on doing. So maybe this wouldn't be that long of an episode. But here's our hibachi. It looks like a bunch of boxes to me, not like hibachi, but you know, whatever. Bring that infernal vessel to me! Demongo's about to learn how to make some paninis. I guess you don't make a panini on hibachi grills, but it was just like a, you know, little bit of a joke. Yes, Demongo is one step closer to looking like himself again. Only one more step remains. The flame has been extinguished. This must be rectified at once. Demongo will not accept this defeat. Return the flame to the sacred vessel. Take the cold iron tongs of Amari and harness the earth's flame to my will. So essentially, the Hibachi isn't turned on, is what he's saying. So we have to go and turn that on. So to go to the fire pits. First things first, I'm gonna go defeat some more fusion flies for the Ed Nano mission of Royal Advisor, because we should because we have to go. I'm pretty sure the fusion Ed portal is in the fire pit, so we're gonna have to go there anyway. So we might as well go take out these guys while we're here, because we're already kind of there. I don't know about fighting two of those guys at once. That might not be the most ideal thing in the world. So we'll kind of just fight. We'll stick to fighting one guy at a time, one fusion fly at a time. I forgot how fun using the number 5 nano is. I'll get a kick out of you. And we should be able to take him down without dying, right? Yeah. Okay, 2 more fusion flies left to go. We got our leech power, so I guess 1 more bar of health and we should be able to fight. Maybe. There we go. Let's see if this is doable. I don't know if this is doable. Yeah, it's doable. I'm always very bad at gauging, like, health. Gauging time and gauging health are, like, my 2 weaknesses. I don't know exactly when to gauge what. But we should be good for this last fusion fly, and then we'll be totally fine. We can use our drain power on him, too, to kill him a bit quicker. Bang. Gads, the fusion flies did not have my comic books. So yeah, apparently monsters have stolen Ed's comic books, which is unfortunate. Mayhaps it was the woolly behemoths who stole them. Well, we kind of already fought them. I forgot that you had to fight these for this quest, or I would have done them at the same time. But let's go fight some more woolly behemoths while we're at it. Might as well, you know. We're already up here. We're going to be level 32 after this, which is also kind of crazy. Kind of nutty, kind of crazy. Ed. The Ed Nano does kind of suck, though. So, oh, there's the phone ringing as well. I will try to talk over the phone ringing again. I don't know why the phone always decides to ring while I'm deciding to record a playthrough part. And it's never when I'm not doing that. Whenever I'm not recording a playthrough part, it's like, oh, the phone's sleeping. The phone's having a slump. But now, when I'm trying to record a playthrough part, it's always just on. Just something I've noticed. I don't even know if you can hear it. I think I'm listening back in the recording, you just can't hear the phone ringing, so I'm kind of just talking about nothing right now. But it seems kind of loud, because it's like right next to my desk. But I don't know. Maybe you can like barely hear it. But yeah, the Ed Nano mission does kind of suck. Like, it's definitely one of the most underwhelming nanos in the game. Just in terms of like powers and such. Oh, he ran away from me. You fool, you clown. You Grim Costume number 5. Only people who watch my streams will get that one. You Grim Costume number 5. There we go. Verily, no comics books herewith, too. I'm getting mad. So yeah, we do have to go to the fire pits. I'm picking up some major fusion activity in the infected zone into the east. Yeah, Gwen's chiming in as well. So we gotta go fight our boy Fusion Ed. And I imagine that most of the nano suggestions for this part will be Ed, Nettie, which I understand, right? It's probably the most obvious one. Ed and Nettie are great. I'll say hello to... Oh, it's Frizzy! Hi, Frizzy. I know you. What's up, your buddy request? I didn't catch your name until I turned around and saw it, and then I saw it was Frizzy, my homie. Alright, and I also don't know what power I'm going to get on Double D, or not Double D, Ed, because all of his powers are also quite bad. But we will, we'll figure it out when we get there. But I imagine that most of you, ooh, golden cocoa egg, just kind of chilling off the path. What do we get? Oh, we have a lot of these. Hold on, I'll open those all at once. At the end of the playthrough episode. But we do have to kind of skirt on down over to the fire pits infected zone, back where we once were. Back in a simpler time when we were in the fire pits, a whole 2 parts ago. But it's also really good because I'm pretty sure that we would have had to, we wouldn't even be close to, I think, leveling up if we were just doing all of the level 32 missions. So we'd have to go grind again, and you know how much of a fan I am at grinding. So I'm really glad that those missions were kind of added into the next update, or the newest update, of course, because now there are a bunch of more missions for us to do, a bunch of more easier ways to level up. And just overall a better time. Overall, a much better time than having to grind or race or such. So, I don't think I still don't think it's possible to go through the entire game with without scavenge. I still think scavenge is necessary if you want to get through the games at certain points. But eventually, we'll be adding, of course, more missions to the game, so it'll be a lot easier. Enter the infected zone. Okay, Demongo, I will. We have to go pick up a glowing ember. Where is that? I know this is timed, so I'm not going to do that immediately. That's right up top there. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to go find that damsel Gwen needeth you to find a nasty fusion hideout. She says that Fuse is messing around with dinosaur stuff. Cool, but don't forget about my comics. Yeah, so we're not going to ignore the Eternal Flame because that is a timed mission. I've been tracking Fuse activity in the Darklands. He's messing with dino DNA. Uh-oh. Well, we don't want that. I guess it makes sense he's messing with dino DNA because there are Freakosaurus Rexes all around. Which is definitely like kind of like a dino thing, if you do say so myself. But we're gonna go and take out Fusion Ed first, because once we pick up that glowing ember, we're gonna have a timer to get it back to Demongo, of course, because we have to bring back the Eternal Flame to light the Hibachi Grill of Justice, or whatever it's called. I guess it wouldn't be of justice because it's Demongo, so it'd be the Hibachi Grill of pain and suffering. But here's the Fusion Portal, Fusion Ed's lair. We have fought Fusion Ed, I believe, before, haven't we? I don't remember if we have or not. Watch out, it's Fusion Ed and he's surrounded by dinosaur monsters. Is he? Oh, he is. Oh, he very much is. Let's take out these freaks. Get it? Because they're Freakosauruses. Freakosaurus Rexes. I get it. I get it. I actually don't think we fought Fusion Ed before, because I'm pretty sure the only other time we fight Fusion Ed is the lair of the Fusion Eds, which you fight at level, I believe, 36. It's like the last Fusion lair you go into before Fuse's actual lair. Which is kind of nutty. But this should be always defeat 8 Freakosaurus Rexes. So again, if you're playing along and you're doing this mission, make sure you defeat the Freakosauruses and you don't skip by them. Because you have to defeat 8 of them before you can fight the big boss. So that's something that you should probably know. Or some nice information to probably know. Alright, I'm just going to kind of run at this guy with number 3 just to get a little bit of health back. Yeah, kill me. Thank you. And then I can revive with more health than I once did. We have the strats. Okay, this should be our last Freakosaurus Rex. I believe there's only 8 in the whole lair, as far as I know, because I'm pretty sure Ed's right around the corner. Yeah, he is. Oh, there's one over there, too, that you can go fight. Fusion Ed must be one doing the studies of dinosaur DNA. There he is. He's got his cool little Ed walk. You'll need to take him out. You should go see Tetrax about this. Maybe we will. Let's fight Fusion Ed. Let's take him out. No more dino DNA for you, sir. There we go. We've done it. We're level 32. Hello, Ed. So he has some very underwhelming powers. He has Paging Dr. Ed, which is the sleep area. He has Monster Tracker, which is the radar. And Group Hug, which is a snare self area. So, I think I'll probably get... let's get Paging Dr. Ed. I don't think I've ever gotten this. I've always gotten Group Hug, so I think we should probably... Let's try something new and get Paging Dr. Ed. Alright, so now we're level 32. We have our new Ed Nano, so... go drop your Nano suggestions in the comments below. I imagine that 99% of you will say Ed Netty, which is fine. I will definitely be using Ed Netty in a future part. But if you have any... Like, you can say that to get credit, of course. Don't not say it just because you think everyone else is going to do it. Because you'll get credit if you say it. As long as you do it before I upload the next part, of course. But I'm taking out that Stone Drake just because he's in my way. But let's go pick up this glowing ember flame as well. That's up top there, so we're gonna have to do like a touch of platforming, but I don't think it's anything too crazy. Also, I'm pretty sure I can just cannon up there. Let's find out. Let's find out if I can just cannon up there. Because that would make this so much easier if I could just do that. But if you have any other Nano suggestions involving Ed, any other themes, I imagine Ed... Let's see, just the freestyling Ed, and Ed might be kind of good off the dome with like Billy, or like, I don't know, who else? There's gotta be some other ones. Blue. So we kind of got up here. I don't think I can actually get up to the top and get the thing. So we're just gonna have to try to... How am I gonna do this? Alt jump, maybe? There we go. Alt jump, save the day. Ember, grab it. Now you must return to Demongo before the ember cools. Be fleet of foot, my minion. Okay, we have 3 minutes to run back to Dimongo. Honestly, not that crazy. You only have a short time before the Ember grows cold, of course. We must light the hibachi grill of pain and suffering before before Dimongo his flame cools off, and you know we'll have to go back and get another one. Kind of crazy how this eternal flame might cool off. Isn't that the whole point of an eternal flame, that it can't cool off? Like, isn't that the brand? Isn't that like, it's called the eternal flame? So why is it not an eternal flame? Well, whatever, it's fine. 3 minutes is honestly not too crazy of a time to run back up this hill, especially if you have a run nano like we don't. But we have a vehicle which is a bit slower, but it's still a bit faster, and that's just kind of hoofing it up there. So the hibachi grill of eternal pain and suffering. I think I've been changing. I think I changed the name like 3 times at this point. The official name will be the hibachi grill of eternal pain and suffering. That's an episode title right there, if I remember to name it that by the time I actually go about uploading this video tomorrow. Is our golden cocoa egg back? It is not. We'll have to upload, or not upload. We'll have to open all of our things once we make it back to Mr. Mongo. With a minute to spare. I guess it would be less than a minute to spare, because we still haven't reached him yet, technically. But we have your eternal flame, Dimongo. He also has Demonic Business Part 4, but we will not go with that. We'll not go with that one yet. We'll save it for another part. Dimongo has all he needs to drive off any would-be challengers. He will not have time to formulate a plan to defeat Fusion Dimongo to regain my essences. Finally, Dimongo may plot his return to glory and peace. Well, let's see what we got. Out of all those missions, we got a lot of crates. Ooh. Ooh. That actually kind of looks kind of nice with our outfit. I don't know if it looks as nice, but the armor's better, so I'm going to kind of rock that. Eventually shift our look away from what we're currently going on. Vertical Scattergun Mark III is a little bit better in terms of multiple enemies than what we currently have equipped. So I'll put that instead of our sword. Why not? This pistol is better than our rifle, so I might as well equip that. Why not? Anything else that we got that's better? Superior down trousers are just as good as what we currently have, but they're ugly, so I'm not going to wear them. Clown shoes, or gin shoes, I guess is what they're actually technically called. Football jersey. Ooh, Kryptonite shoes. Those look really cool, I think. I'm going to put those on, actually. And then out of our thing, we got the sheriff hat. Well, nothing too crazy and absurd from our quests, or our quest rewards, or anything like that. We now have level 32. We now have access to our Ed Nano. So, that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Courage is our next Nano as well. That's kind of cool. But if you guys enjoyed the part, make sure to leave a like on the video. I really, really, truly appreciate it. And all the support you guys have given me, especially now. The playthrough has blown up a little bit in terms of popularity. We got a little bit of boost with the new update and everything. So again, thank you guys so much for supporting the playthrough and everything. If you guys want to, leave a comment down below with any feedback you have, any suggestions you have for the playthrough. Also, list your 3 favorite nanos out of these guys. I'd like to use my new Ed Nano, so make sure you include him. Or don't, it's fine. I'll just use it in another future part as well. So pick your 3 favorite nanos, put them in the comments below, and I'll choose my faves. Also, if you guys wouldn't mind leaving a subscription to the channel with notifications on, I really would truly appreciate it. Especially if you guys turn on the notification bell and tell me in the comments below. I'll give you guys a crispy shout out in a future part. So today, I'd like to thank Nicholas. Thank you so much for turning on your notifications as well. I'm very glad that you're enjoying the playthrough. I'm very glad that you're waiting patiently for the next episode. That's awesome to see. If you want to be like Nicholas and turn on your notifications for this channel and let me know, I'll give you guys another shout out in the end of a future playthrough part or another video. Doesn't have to be a playthrough part, just be another video. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with some more FusionFall retro fun action adventure. Peace.